Hi, this is Lee Solden. Hey, trying to teach the world languages, um, much I can do. People are helping me to some extent. I'll use more help. I want to talk about what I've added to this channel this week. Um, it's about learning languages by accelerated immersion, a type of natural language acquisition. But it's also about learning a language publicly with if someone's teaching you, you put it out there exactly what you're learning on YouTube so that anybody else can follow the trail, right? So, okay. What I've had this week. Okay. Okay, items where I've added more read-through material. In other words, you can actually do that part of my program where you're learning words for a language without studying, doing read-throughs to absorb the language. I've done thing with 5 languages there. Dutch, I did a phrase by phrase Dutch to English translation on a second video by Slash, my partner on this channel here. Okay, and then Italian, did 3 chapters of the story of Pinocchio, phrase by phrase translation. Again, that's English, or Italian to English, I should say. Okay. Portuguese, one of our language partners speaks Brazilian Portuguese from northeast Brazil. Did a 6-minute long video. We got a phrase by phrase translation for that you can use to do read throughs with. Let me see. I added another story for Greek, a fourth story for Greek. So now it's about, I don't know, we're up to maybe a dozen minutes of stories. A lot of it has ear-turning syllables for it. You see here, Norwegian. Put a couple lessons in the comments for Norwegian. Okay. Now, about 5 languages I've updated or first time put ear tuning syllables out there for people. You see here, Tagalog is one of those. I got enough guts to actually speak the ear tuning syllables. I thought I was there close enough to be beneficial for people. I already written them out for people, but now I actually did the video too to help assist people and get used to how they go. Okay, just because I'm speaking these, that's not how you learn the language. You learn the language by doing the ear tuning exercises, which is listening to a native speaker. Okay, I allow people to loop these videos where I'm speaking the ear tuning syllables so they can get used to them if they feel they need to, or if they're have poor sight, they may have to loop that video. Okay, so I got 5 languages that I've done videos on that this week. I updated the one for Norwegian. I mentioned Tagalog, as Filipino to be exact. You see here, uh, Afrikaans. Wrote my first set of ear tuning syllables and spoke them on a video. What else here? Swedish. That took a lot of time, doing a lot of ear tuning, a lot of passive listening. I spoke those just today, so they are there for people to. I mean, the update ear tuning syllables just updated hours ago, and they're also spoken for people. Okay, and okay. Portuguese. There's also some for Portuguese. There's some notes attached. One of the students, one of my language partners, I should say, that I'm teaching Portuguese, put his list of words and definitions from when he learned the stories. So you can look at that. Another language partner plans to do the same. So keep looking at the Portuguese thread. There's two Portuguese threads. The one I'm talking about, then I just talked about, and the other one is our other partner here who did the 7-minute Brazilian Portuguese video, who lives in Northeast Brazil. Okay, so that's the new stuff. People who don't know me, I'm going to list off the things that I'm covering in this channel. I don't plan on expanding beyond this anytime soon. I'm actually doing a lot with a lot of these languages. I mean, I'm learning a bunch of them. Some of them I'm very heavily concentrating on, but here's my list. Okay, Japanese. I'm really just very lightly looking at that, but I got enough where a person get a good jump on the ear tuning end of it, and a little more than that. Okay, as far as like learning the Japanese alphabet, there's some stuff that I can help you with. Afrikaans is something I've been looking at as part of my study of Dutch. I haven't started doing any lessons with it, but I know it well enough to do lessons without anyone helping me. Okay. Greek, I have several, 4 lessons so far. I'm going to do another, like one of those 2-hour long Greek listening practice videos. I'm going to write it up and speak it about, not just saying what everything means. So I'm going to explain every sentence, basically, both verbally and in writing. So, I mean, this is just something to help you. You go to that video on YouTube and you look at my notes, which explains what each of the sentences means in that video, okay? So that'll be one of the things I'll be concentrating on in the next couple of weeks. So Italian, just keep adding chapters. I get all 36 chapters, 4.5 hours of Pinocchio in there. I'll be working that over just as I can. 2 accents of Dutch, one from Belgium, West Flanders to be exact. We now have 1 story from Slash in his accent and some of his Flemish in there, mostly a contraction here and there. It's really mostly just Dutch, okay, with his accent. Then we have another item where he spoke Dutch, reading from a book in Dutch. So now this is all Dutch, but it's still his accent. So we have 2 items you get used to the Flemish accent with. The other Dutch I haven't done anything with, except I got the audiobook link and the ear tuning syllables, so you can get used to that. I will be, so I gotta get around to it. I got to do some write-ups of that sentence by sentence and follow that up with videos of me. I always want to follow up things with videos because I want anyone who can't see well to have the ability to still learn the language by looping in my video on vocabulary. Also, people who don't have any time to learn a language, they can go back and forth between looping my video, telling them what a video means, and then listen to the video. Never actually spend any time on it at all and pick the language up, provided they've done the ear tuning end of it. And even the ear tuning end of it, remember, I got to set up so that a blind person can ear tune to a language. So, hey, if you want to spend no time learning a language, just don't ever look at anything. Just do it all by ear, looping stuff. Okay? You'd have to do some concentration on the ear tuning syllables, but minimal. In other words, very, very, very minimal. You just soak a language up. So I'm going to try to get this down to where a person can pick up a language without spending any time on it. That's my goal. Okay, French, just the ear tuning exercises are there. The link for the audiobook. I have a ton of material I've sent to one of my students. I can just simply copy from his, thread in Facebook Messenger and dump it into the comments of my video. I'm gonna try to get around to doing that. Um, Spanish. I teach Spanish every day. I keep writing word list of this what the student um, does not know, and I'm gonna make a couple of videos on that. One's for gonna be like targeting an A1 student and only covering words that should be new to an A1 student, and then another video that starts from scratch. Okay, but haven't started yet. Okay, German. Put some grammar lessons in there, ear tuning stuff. Again, I got all kinds of stuff I've sent students. All I got there so far is on the students is putting word lists for stories on the German as comments to the German video. That's something. But I think that contributing the ear tuning syllables and the ability to hear German correctly immediately is a good thing. I mean, so I put it out there without having a whole lot of material to go with it at the moment because I know it can be helpful right now. Same with Russian. There's no material there at all, but the ear tuning syllables are there. You listen to that audiobook I got the link to for a few hours a day for a week. Do the ear tuning for Russian. Boom, you can hear Russian just fine. You keep doing the ear tuning exercises. Go toward native ear for Russian. How much more help can I be, really? I mean, yeah, I can teach you the language too with my read throughs, but a lot of people are struggling with Russian because they can't hear it right. Okay, moving along. Korean. I have tons of stuff that I've sent to students. I just need to put his comments, and then I have to follow that with the videos explaining things so that you have both available to you. Hindi. I have an hour. I know a full hour of the listening practice for Hindi. I just need to uh, get that out there. I mean, this my personal says someone was teaching me, right? So I got to put that on, and then I got to follow that with videos. Mandarin, got quite a bit of notes there in the comments for Mandarin. Quite a bit, really. Get a good jump on, and my whole system for learning Mandarin starts with ear toning to the tones. So hey, start that, and I'm gonna keep moving along here. Mainstream Arabic, not much there right now. I have a lot to put there, but it's on my list. But what is there? You got the audio link to the right audiobook. You got the ear tuning syllables. You got the instructions. You want to learn Arabic, you make it real easy on yourself. Hear it perfectly first, which you have the ability to do by going to my video for learning Arabic. Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese, covered that somewhat. Hey, again, big stumbling block is hearing it correctly, right? First few months I was studying Portuguese, I was getting nowhere on being able to speak it or hear it correctly. Then I stumbled upon this system, and now it's all anybody behind me can very quickly hear Portuguese right. So, and we were talking about a week of passive listening to it, ignoring it, a few days of ear tuning exercises, and boom, you can hear it pretty good. And they keep doing, we get that native ear, but you're studying with even after a few days of ear tuning. Then you start studying Portuguese. It's a whole lot better than studying it when you can't hear it right at all. Okay, covered Norwegian. I've started this learning Norwegian a few weeks ago. Someone's helping me learn it as I learn it. I'm writing up lessons. They're being double checked by the person teaching me, and that person teaching me is not that far is well way ahead of me in a lot of respects in Norwegian. Okay, not a native speaker, but way ahead of me. Been dealing with Norwegian for a while. Lithuanian, not much beyond ear tuning at this point, but hey, that can be helpful, so it's there. I know some Lithuanian. I need to put that out what little I know. We're talking only like a page worth of stuff. Swedish, I just spent the day doing Swedish ear tuning tools. I mean, I've been past listening all day, redoing and redoing the ear tuning syllables until I thought I had them good enough to do that video. What do I know about Swedish? Not a lot, but it's very close to Norwegian. As I learn the Norwegian, hopefully someone will come along and teach me Swedish. But if not, then I can use what I know from Norwegian, go look at some grammar videos out there, learn enough to get you started learning Swedish. Okay, I'll do what I can. Tagalog. Hopefully, I found somebody who's gonna help me teach Tagalog so I can turn around and teach it to you. We'll see how that goes. But hey, the ear tuning syllables are there. I think they're pretty good quality. I like them. They're pretty good, pretty stable. That means usually if I've been ear tuning a lot, they're sounding like the same every time I go back to them and do more ear tuning. That's where it's starting to get with Tagalog. So I think I got them right. Am I native yet? No, I got a long way to go. But they're definitely, if you don't know Tagalog and you're trying to learn it, they're good enough that you can immediately get a pretty good ear for Tagalog and it'll help you study a lot. In other words, Tagalog will sound slow to you instead of too fast, okay? Because your ear's good for it. And the reason why things sound fast is because you can't hear it. It sounds like a little bit of a mumble, a little bit of fuzz between syllables. So you assume it's going really fast, but no, you're just not used to it. So you can slow down that Tagalog right now. Don't wait for me to put lessons out. Start listening to it. Start getting your ear tuned to it. Okay, British English accent. That's there. I'm not doing much more than provide that for people. I'm not necessarily going to teach anybody English through that. If people ask for help, maybe. My own accent of English, I have a video out teaching people English in several languages, French, uh, Italian, Portuguese, and Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, and French. Okay, 4 languages I'm teaching English in. My accent. Okay. I'm also I'm helping people learn a straight Midwest accent, American Midwest. Mine's got a little Southern tilt to it. If you prefer to have a straight Midwest accent, I got a video out for that. Got ear tuning syllables for that. Um, Irish English. You got to move to Ireland and you have to be able to understand the locals. Hey, get your ear tuned to Irish English. I got a link. I got the if you want to learn English through that, there is the text in a separate uh, link for the text. But you can listen to it. You can do the ear tuning exercises. You can do your own read throughs. Ask me if you need some support on the vocabulary. Um, and that is about it. The last thing that on my our channel slash in my channel is a Flemish support page. Nothing's there yet. It's just there asking people if you know Flemish and you're trying to preserve it. Let me know. See what I can do. What kind of resources can you provide me? Can you provide me a video of you speaking Flemish and a transcript? I'll take that and convert it into English and eventually into any other language I know. And anybody who knows any language, I think what the languages I know cover more than 90% of the people on Earth. People can learn Welsh, okay? And that YouTube video be there 25 years from now. Someone wants to learn Welsh from you. You're a Welsh speaker. You can leave it behind 50, 70 years from now. People can still be learning the Welsh because you made a video to let me teach from. Okay, I'll be glad to do so. It fits into my, group of languages. It's a Germanic language, right? I'm already studying 2 accents of Dutch, Afrikaans, Norwegian, Swedish, German is my favorite foreign language, one I've studied the most. So Another dramatic language, I don't mind helping out teaching it, provided that someone provides me with the materials. Okay. Um, and hey, if you like learning languages, you like the idea of what I'm doing, trying to teach everybody languages for free, number one. Number two, if possible, without ever having to study. Number three, very effectively, because it's done just like a child picks it up, okay? And this is no gimmick. I'm not saying it's like a child to try to sell something. This is just a fact. The way I'm doing it parallels how a child learns languages, okay? And I'm not trying to get paid. I just want people, I'm just trying, I've been always trying to help people learn languages. I decided to go to YouTube, try to reach more people. Okay. If you support that kind of thing, hey, uh, check out the channel, see what's there. You find something that's interesting. Maybe you want to learn a language. Maybe you want to tell your friends about it, right? And of course, subscribe, comment, tell me what you like, what kind of language would you like to learn, especially amongst the one that I'm teaching already. Which language would you like to learn it in? I put emphasis on language that I know that somebody wants to learn it from A to B. Or, by the way, maybe you just are learning Spanish. You want to learn German and you would like to learn the German through Spanish. Let me know. Then I put a priority on teaching German and Spanish. Okay. Um, Everybody have a great day, and I'll do another one of these blogs of mine in about maybe a week or 10 days. Uh, did one apparently 9 days ago. So yeah, I shoot for a week, and I probably gonna procrastinate, make it 10 days. See you then. Bye bye.